The day you take complete responsibility for your life is the day you start building a life of power. Hal Elrod. The core of ownership, ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you about a law that separates the dreamers from the doers, the wanderers from the winners. The law of ownership. It's simple, it's raw, and it's unrelenting. This law says that everything in your life, every triumph, every stumble, every single moment, is yours to claim. You don't get to point fingers. You don't get to dodge the weight. You take it all, or you get nothing at all. Ownership is the key that unlocks your potential, the spark that turns your life from a drift into a charge. What does it mean to own? It means you stop blaming the weather, the boss, the economy, or the stars. You grab the reins of your life, your choices, your mistakes, your dreams, and you say, "This is mine." It's not about fault, it's about power. The moment you own it, you can change it. You can shape it. You can build it into something extraordinary. The law in history. Look at the giants who've walked this earth. In 218 BC, Hannibal didn't curse the Alps or cry about the cold. He owned the march, elephants and all, and carved his name into history. In 1616, John Smith didn't whine about hunger in Jamestown. He owned the fields, the work, the survival, and laid the foundation for a nation. Fast forward to 1941, Vasily Zaitsev, a sniper in Stalingrad, didn't wait for orders. He owned every shot, every moment, and turned the tide with his resolve. In 1963, Martin Luther King Jr. didn't shrink from a Birmingham jail. He owned the struggle, the vision, the fight, and moved the world. And in 2001, a New York firefighter named Mike didn't run from the towers. He owned the climb, the danger, the duty, and gave everything. These people didn't just live, they owned their lives, and they changed the course of history because of it. How to apply the law? Now, how do you make this law work for you? It's not a wish, it's a process. Let me break it down. First, see the truth. Look at your life, your wins, your losses, your dreams, your debts. Write them down. Be honest. What's yours to own? Hannibal saw the Alps and owned the crossing. You've got to name your mountain, whether it's a bad habit, a missed chance, or a bold goal. Clarity is your foundation. Second, claim it all. Don't pick and choose. You don't get to own the victories and dodge the failures. John Smith didn't just claim the harvest, he owned the starvation too. List it. The mistake you made, the opportunity you seized, the fear you face. It's all yours. Half ownership is no ownership at all. Third, work the load. Ownership isn't passive, it's action. Fix the mess. Build the dream. Move the needle. King didn't just sit in jail, he wrote, he led, he fought. Physically, pay the bill. Mentally, solve the problem. Emotionally, feel the pain and rise anyway. Zaitsev didn't flinch, he aimed. Take one step today, then another tomorrow. Action turns ownership into power. Finally, build and refine. Ownership is a habit, not a one-time deal. Mike climbed those towers to save lives, and he kept climbing until the end. Check your grip daily. Are you still owning it? Tweak your approach, strengthen your hold, and stack your wins. One step links to the next. Build it, and you'll build yourself. Flipping the switch. How do you turn this on? It starts in your chest, a decision to stop dodging and start carrying. Physically, it's working when you'd rather rest, like Smith planting in the cold. Mentally, it's solving when you'd rather complain, like King riding in chains. Emotionally, it's standing tall when you'd rather crumble, like Mike running into the fire. Say it loud. This is mine. Act on it now. 5 minutes of pure ownership. That's the switch. Flip it, and you're alive. Your action step. Today, pick one thing you've been dodging. A debt, a mistake, a dream. Own it for 10 minutes. Name it, claim it, act on it. If it's big, like turning your life around, start small. Today, list the load. Tomorrow, take one step. By the end of the week, own 3 pieces. Do it when it's hard. That's where ownership shines. Start now. The payoff. When you own your life, you'll feel the shift. That debt you faced? It's shrinking. That mistake you owned? It's a lesson now. That dream you claimed? It's closer. Small steps stack up. Smith didn't save Jamestown in a day. One crop fed a future. King didn't change the world in a night. One march moved millions. Ownership gives you the wheel. It's not easy, but it's yours, and it's power. Why people run from it? Why do so many avoid this law? Because it's heavy. Owning everything means no excuses, no scapegoats. It's raw, it's real, and it's hard. People want the win without the weight. They'd rather blame than build, dodge than deliver. It's easier to point at the world than to point at the mirror. But the mirror is where the power lies. Why it works? Ownership works because it's the root of control. Blame, and you're a passenger. Own, and you're the driver. Hannibal marched. King led. Mike climbed. They didn't wait for permission. They took their lives in their hands and shaped them. Ownership is the law of power because it's the law of truth. Your life is yours, and only you can make it what it will be. Why it will work for you? This law doesn't care who you are. It's universal. Rich or broke, young or old, strong or struggling, it works if you work it. Apply it daily, claim it fully, and it builds like a muscle. Smith wasn't a king, he was a man who worked. Mike wasn't a hero by birth, he was a hero by choice. You've got the same choice. Take one piece today, another tomorrow, and soon you're holding your whole life. Ownership doesn't discriminate, it delivers. Words to live by. If it's to be, it's up to me. William H. Johnson. You're the builder, or you're built. You can't escape tomorrow's responsibility by dodging it today. Abraham Lincoln. Own it now, or it owns you later. The world is full of willing people. Some willing to work, the rest willing to let them. Robert Frost. Take your share, or lose it all. Your challenge. What's one thing you've let slide that's yours to own? A failure? A dream? A fight? Look at someone who owned it all. Hannibal, King, Mike. Study their first step. Try it. Claim one piece by tomorrow. What's the smallest load you can lift today? How will you know it's yours a week from now? The law of ownership isn't a suggestion, it's your life. Grab it, shape it, live it,